Ladies and gents, welcome to the anchoring lesson. And in this lesson, we're going to focus on anchoring your focus state. So, what do I mean by that? In this lesson, we're going to do an exercise where we're going to give you a tool that is actually an anchor when you need focus in order to do some task that you set out to do, but you lack focus. So we're gonna put some anchors in place where you can use those in times when you need some focus to do certain tasks. So before we start with that, you need to determine two things before we start. Recall your peak focus state. Think of a moment when you were completely locked in on a task. This could be something from your past, some experiences that you had where you were completely locked in into the task that you were doing and you didn't really had any other sense of what was happening around you. And after a while, when you looked at the time flew past and you didn't even know where the hell the time went. I'm sure you have one of those moments, and I want you to go back in that moment where that happened. And if you can't recall some situation that you had, just imagine how it would be if you were in that state. Just imagine it inside of your head. And after you have recalled your peak focus state, then I want you also to choose an anchor. This can be a simple gesture or a physical gesture to associate with your focus state. This can mean just pinching your thumb and your index finger together, or just making a fist, or just tapping your shoulder, or it can be something simple. It doesn't have to be some complex thing, just to make it associate with that feeling. And after you have done that, we can start to anchor your focus state. I want you to sit in a comfortable position, and when you're ready, I want you to close your eyes and just be present and just feel how your body is feeling, how your breathing is like. And when you're ready, I want you to breathe in and breathe out. And after you have done that, and you are in this calm and peaceful state, I want you to go back to that peak state that you remember from your past. And go back in that moment, or think of a moment that how it would be like in that focus state. And notice how you are hearing things, how you are seeing things. What did you see back then? What are you seeing? And what did you hear then? Just be present in that moment and remember what it was like in that moment. And I want you to really associate with that moment again. What type of things that you feel back then when you were in that moment? What are you seeing right now? Where are you? What are the things that you're hearing around you? Is there music playing? What are the sounds of your surroundings? And just be completely present in that moment. And when you're in that moment and you feel that emotion again, I want you to make that emotion 10 times stronger. And while you make the emotion stronger, you can feel the emotion just filling your body up, from your chest to your belly to your legs and your arms and your head. And the emotion is completely filling up your body. And make it just 2 times stronger. And as you make that 2 times stronger, your whole body feels that emotion when you were locked in. And now you're completely present in that state. And when you are completely in that state, I want you to be just present. And when the emotion is being stronger and stronger, and when it will reach its peak, you can activate your anchor. And as the emotion increases and reaches its peak, you're activating your gesture. And as the feeling fades away, you can release the gesture and relax again. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes again. Now after this, when you activate your anchor, you should feel a slight emotion that was associated with that state. If that's not the case, just redo this exercise and change some things that will enhance your emotion or enhance your state or the physical and the mental state that you were in back then. And just redo this exercise again until you have captured the emotion and it connected with that anchor. And that is a really strong tool that you can have in order to put you in that focus state when you need it the most. So do this exercise frequently in order to enhance the gesture and the emotion attached with that anchor in order to use them in times of need.